Hey everybody, Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard here, and welcome to another episode of Raiders of the Lost Comic Book Movie. Woo! So if you didn't know, this is a new show that I'm trying out where throughout my time as a comic nerd, I've amassed some very embarrassing, terrible comic book movies that the world has tried to forget about. And I'm going to dig them up and show everybody these atrocities. So I'm joined by Koricon Nala. And last time, I'll put a link here, but we talked about the 1991 Flash made-for-TV movie.
Which was kind of funny for me because I actually liked that show.
Yeah.
I'm old enough that I saw like all of the commercials and stuff leading up to it, and we watched the first season like as a family every week.
Yeah.
And I loved them when I was a kid, and I was like, why didn't they do a second one? But then we watch it again when we're older, we're like, that's why. That's why.
So here we go. We got my wizard hat, my Pharaoh wizard hat with all the movies in it. So pick a movie. There we go.
Justice League 97.
All right, this is a classic.
I'm nervous about this.
So
I
this
haven't
one's
seen it.
a little bit of history before we watch it. This was a meant to be a pilot for a Justice League TV show, but it was never shown in America, only in Europe. That's how bad it was.
Ooh.
And they wanted to combine superheroes with the show Friends.
What?
Yeah. So, and we got Justice League 1997. This is going to be fun.
I'm going to hate you after this, am I?
Probably. And we're back. We just watched Justice League 1997. Oh man, it's amazing. And we broke Koricon.
Why did they do that?
Oh, it's so bad. So what?
I feel bad for the Europeans. If they're the only ones, they're probably
they had to watch it.
We probably made them more pissed at America by saying, "Oh no, we're not going to submit them to that. Only you."
Oh man. So before we get into it, what was the plot of this movie?
The Justice League were stopping the Weatherman.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Which is also weird. Is the weather? There's a character called the Weather Wizard, which is the exact same character pretty much, but they just decided to go with Weatherman.
Weatherman. Okay.
That seems like a real fail.
Well, that's okay. The Flash is really stupid and not able to get a job.
Yeah. All right. So
The forensic scientist can't.
yeah. So the Justice League in this iteration is made up of the Flash, Guy Gardner Green Lantern, Ray Palmer the Atom, Fire, and then by the end of it, because fuck spoilers, it's over 20 years old, and Ice.
They're not going to watch it anyway.
Yeah. I don't know, you might. Oh, and Martian Manhunter is their
Yes.
leader.
Which
So,
was the secret review.
yeah, there's a big secret, and then, yeah, it's the Martian Manhunter.
But they're like, his hand is green. I'm like, is that Martian Manhunter? They're like, you'll have to find
I'll have
out.
to find out.
A shapeshifter with green skin? What could it be?
Who could that be? Yeah, so...
And apparently it gets over 300 degrees on Mars.
Oh, yeah, he did mention that.
No, go. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Where I come from, 300 degrees is a beach day.
He's like,
Yes.
oh no, I'm used to it being 300 degrees. But Mars is colder.
Mars is farther from the sun than us. And although it looks like a desert, it's it's actually a very cold planet.
Yeah, it's not red because of heat.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Science. So,
Well, apparently lightning can create tidal waves.
Yes, and this, lightning created tidal waves.
surf shop.
So the costumes are one of my favorite parts. They look like the ones you get at those Halloween stores, the onesies. And they just all look terrible.
They look like the ones where someone wants to be a cosplayer but can't make anything.
Yeah,
and so they go to Walmart and pick up a bodysuit and a mask.
Yeah.
Or the temporary Halloween store that's only open for 3 months. That just says Halloween.
That's exactly what they look at. They got, oh man, they're really terrible costumes. I will give them this though, no Batman or Superman. And you know, being that DC that's the only characters they care about, at least they went with some other characters. So I'll give them that much.
Oh, and the Atom can just turn small whenever.
So yeah, they pretty much broke the Atom completely. For one, his costume I think looks the worst out of all of them.
Oh, wow.
Because he's just wearing shoulder pads. And the dude looks kind of fit in regular clothes, but as soon as he puts that on, he looks kind of fat.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they did that.
Well, I don't know. The Flash looked like he had a layer of padding inside of his.
Yeah, you're saying the 91 Flash costume looked better than the 97 Flash costume.
So much better. That costume, although a little cheesy, was still...
It looked like a costume.
Looked like a good costume. And it had functionality.
Yeah.
This looked like spandex with padding in it.
So, the Atom. So, yeah, they gave his origin, and basically he finds a radioactive rock, is like, hey, my Geiger counter's going off. I'm going to pick up this radioactive rock.
He's like, my Geiger counter went crazy. I couldn't help myself. And he picks it up. It's like, I just found uranium. Let me grab a hold of it.
So it's not his suit that makes him shrink. He actually has shrinking powers. So that's broken. And they also kind of made it sound mutant stylish, where he's like, I was embarrassed and I couldn't tell anybody about my true self. Like, dude, you shrink.
It's not like you're Mystique or anything.
Yeah.
You don't look different.
Right. That was...
Does he, like, all of a sudden shrink? Is he, like, hanging out with a chick and he's getting funky and that part goes down and he's like, no, I swear.
Well, he did say...
I just got nervous. That was the only thing that shrank.
Well, he did say in one of those stupid interviews that sometimes when I grow, not everything grows.
Sometimes I would get big again, but part of me would stay small. It was kind of like your foot being asleep, only it would be tiny, you know?
So
excuses.
Speaking of that, so it's intercut with these weird interviews that they don't explain where they come from, and it's just like
it's like they pulled it out of a reality show, like Real Life or I don't know, whatever those other ones are.
Right? Yeah, and it's them as the heroes because they're talking about their hero-ness, but they're not wearing their costumes. So who the hell are they talking to?
And then some of the interviews make absolutely no sense.
Yeah, they just threw them in there.
They just threw in some weird story.
That could be like, you know, the hard guy. Couldn't I? Hard guy? Is that too hard?
Oh man, it's amazing.
And then they all lived in the same house. Apparently everyone is an asshole to Flash.
Yeah, so the Flash gets kicked out of his house because apparently he's an idiot in this universe and can't keep a job. And he mentioned that he's kicked out of his house, and everyone's like, oh, and they just kind of ditch him. And they all live in the same house, and they can't offer the fucking couch to their teammate, the Flash.
Still no luck?
None. And I just lost my apartment. God knows where I'm going to stay tonight.
Oh, would you look at the time? You know, how long do you think somebody can listen to that some more before they fall asleep?
Listen, maybe they haven't picked the entire fruit basket.
Phoebe!
What? Oh, I'll do it on the way.
Maybe I still got a student or two left.
Maybe I'm hitting the one as again.
Yeah, the other three live in the same house, but they don't want Flash there. That seemed bad.
That was weird. And being that they're trying to be like friends, everyone had to have a relationship of some sort that they kind of set up. and spent way too much time on that as well.
Yeah. You had the guy from Numbers,
Yeah,
the only one that could act in the whole show.
the only one that had a career after the show.
And he turned out to just be a weird stalker
Yep.
that knew everything about this lady pre-Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in love with Fire, who also had her costume looked alright actually, but her mask was just green makeup. Just,
Whoop.
just she was Gem.
She parted her hair to the right.
She did part her hair differently. But yeah, that's oh man, and yeah, so he actually found out who she was because of earrings.
Right.
And it's like, no, it's because her fucking
No,
mask
because it's
is makeup.
her.
It's very obviously her. Yeah, this is.
I was trying to think of one redeeming thing, and I can't come up with something.
This is a good riff tracks, or just
Yeah.
really. It's really bad, like really, really bad.
Yeah, this would be great for Mystery Science Theater 3000
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, this is. Oh man. So I know you people with your internets can get it pretty easily, but it's never been released in any sort of fashion. Only bootlegs and torrents and stuff. So if you want to see it, that's the route you got to go.
Do they have it on YouTube? They got a lot of stuff.
I think it might be, because I don't imagine anyone doing a copyright strike being like, "Hey, that's my property."
Well, and if it's not on YouTube, it might be on Daily Motion.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get it around somewhere.
So go put yourself through the horrors that we just put ourselves through.
Well, I would say get some beers, get some friends.
Yes.
And then just
And whiskey.
and just rip on this piece of crap.
Maybe some marijuana.
But it's actually, when you think about it, it's very much of its time, because 97 was Steel and Spawn and Batman and Robin. And so I think...
Hey, I like Spawn.
Have you watched it recently, though?
No.
Yeah,
I liked it when it came out.
But I think it's someone seeing Steel specifically and Batman and Robin being like, "Oh, people like the goofy superhero stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. That's where the world's going." Yeah, miss.
Wow.
And yeah, I don't know how. Obviously, it wasn't really widely released, but yeah, I don't know how they got the money to even get as far as they did.
Nah.
It was really weird. And another, like, comic book accuracy is all just gone in this, because there's actually a moment kind of in the beginning where you see the Green Lantern packing his backpack with his suit. And it's like, no, his suit comes from his ring. And yeah, that was... it's just really terrible. Oh, and Ray Palmer, the genius of the DC Universe, greatest mind, can't fix a goddamn TV in this.
No, but the TV repairman can with some
With
gum
some
and a
gum.
wrapper. The miracle, the miracle,
Oh.
which they used to fix an elevator.
Give me a stick of your gum. But it's my last piece. Give me the...
Yeah, there's a payoff to
Foreshadowing.
it. Yeah.
There's a reason they had to fix the television.
Oh, but yeah, this the only way to watch this is ironically and to laugh at it. You can't take this seriously at all. This is just terrible.
Garbage.
But you know what? I think Zack Snyder's going to do a shot-for-shot remake of this for the Justice League movie that comes out next year. Just exactly shot for shot.
No.
With the interviews and...
Please, no.
just have Batman on its seat in front of the camera. I was real sick, Dick Nora.
I was really pissed off.
So yeah, this is crap. Anyways, so thanks for joining us on Raiders of the Lost Comic Book Movie. I got so many more of these.
He's got a whole hat full.
I got a whole hat full of them. So join us next time. I don't know when we'll do another one, but keep your eye out. And Check us out again.
Peace.